A bit louder, or is that the max?
Where's the iPad?
Can you stand up?
Oh.
Somewhere.
How you guys doing? Thanks for making it. We're having a good time out here. Yes, there's the cutout. I'm glad they stuck it behind the bar. Is that what happened?
We put it by the
Yeah,
bar.
that's
It's true,
good.
they wouldn't let me show you.
Right. No, what I want to know what your expectations are. You bring it out. And why do you bring them out?
Okay, listen.
Does he have a name?
I coach high school cheerleading.
Okay.
I went to my banquet, and Joey was there. My parents and my cheerleaders know how much I love you. So
They made that for you?
They made it for me.
Oh my
Yeah, okay, good. See, I need the backstory.
Everybody here is taking pictures with it. They love it.
Amazing. It's really well done.
Hey, how good you look.
I've seen worse. That's
Can you sign it?
good. Wow.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, sure. No problem.
Maybe.
We'll take a selfie with
I'll
them
take
later.
it.
In Wanda. I gave you an endorsement.
Listen, you did. So I coach cheerleading, and last time I saw you, you made a comment that saying, vote for me for president of the association, and I won.
We have power. We have power. Hi, all these wonderful faces. Well, we call this the talk back in the theater. Maybe a couple of questions before we get to our. Haven't you asked enough questions in your time? Okay, really good one. We'll start with you, the professional. Go
It's
ahead.
nice to see you. I'm Adrienne from Ragtail.
Yes. Hi.
It's very nice to see you. It's a little bit of a long question, but I'll try to make it short. It's about the music video Freedom. That is a video I think we all really love. I call it Joey coded. It's a very Joey video in a really great way.
It's coded like a cool term.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
okay. Sorry. Thank you.
I like that Riz and Skippy
The
stuff.
reason I love it is because there are a few moments that you are just flirty, tapping into the sexy a little bit. And so it got me curious about what is your current attitude and understanding about as you get older, how to stay connected to that part of yourself.
Yeah.
And the second part is for your fans as we're getting older, what can we learn from how you approach it?
Thank you. That is a good question. That's a little too loud, Sean. I know you love feedback, but I'm not in it now. A little bit. No, come back up a little bit. Check. Hey, check. Okay, that's good. Sean Peel, ladies and gentlemen. He's an intricate piece of the puzzle, and I mean that. So yeah, I think you might be speaking to this body positivity. I've shared a little bit, but it wasn't intentional, really. I mean, I needed to make a video, and when you're making videos, you want to make them fast and for as little money as possible because you want to spend it elsewhere. And the videos are still important, but I had an idea. I was nervous about it. I wasn't sure how it was going to happen. I just kept sharing with friends, and I think even online, I'm shooting a video and I'm scared, you know what I mean? And it's important I think it really helps when you're scared about something to keep saying it, and to friends and good listeners. So, yeah, I just, I look at it now and I find myself there I am standing without a shirt, grabbing my gut,
More than
not ready for the next Avengers movie, it is. And I guess, I'm happy about that. I'm happy that, because I look in the mirror just like everybody else. Sometimes I'm like, shit. Gotta be honest. I think it is tied to me being sober. Because I just, and to each his own. I don't want to harp on it because I don't want, but I think it's because what you see is what you get. I'm not doing anything to my body that, I mean, I still, eat things that aren't the best for me, and why did I have that pizza when I really didn't want it, and yada yada. But I think it is just like, this is me, this is it, you know what I mean? And it's a nice place to be. And so that was a good question. I hope you answered it. Thank you. I hope I answered it. Go ahead.
I'm stealing my best friend's question. First of all, it was a wonderful show. Thank you.
Thank you.
And also, what's your best piece of parenting advice?
Jeez. I'm crazy. Oh my God. Take 15 breaths before you say anything. I think, less is more. I mean, we know when we grew up, if you were lucky enough to have parents, took care of you and put a roof over your head and fed you and clothed you. But most of what they said went in one ear and out the other, and we just have to learn. The kids have to learn on their own, right? I mean, they just have to. It's just the way it is, and all we can do is listen, which I don't always listen. Sometimes, the other day I knew what time it was, and I knew what time we had to get somewhere. But my son was thought it was best that he come up to my room while I'm getting ready, so I could be on time. And I told him where to go. That was Reese, by the way. And we went at it for a good 20 minutes. Even in the car, you get the argument continues in the car, one of those ones. But it ended in a good way, as it always does, because he's the greatest. But I think listening, it's like, that's pretty much it. So you can be, a safe place, and I hope I've been that enough. You know what I mean? I want my kids to be able to call me and check in and just download. You know what I mean? And that seems like the where you want to get to, but it's not always that easy. Yes.
Hi Joe, I'm Jen. Thanks for being here tonight. So thank you for sharing on your social media. It really helps to feel connected with you, knowing where you are and what you're doing, and I so appreciate that. But you go normal places. You go to Target.
Yeah. Buc-ee's.
You're in parks, and I'm screaming at the people around you there's Joe!
Well, it's...
Do people recognize you? And if I see you in Target, what would you prefer I do?
That's a good one.
Right now we're not shopping at Target. I'm going to reenact the Target commercial that they did.
Maybe one of those I live in LA, you know what I mean? So I live in LA and basically lived in LA and New York, most of my adult life. And, there's tons of famous people there, and people are used to it, so they don't have their antenna up. But, it's like when people outside of, that don't live in those cities, travel, they're on vacation, we just have our antenna up. You know what I mean? We just seem to find famous people more than in those, the people that live in those cities. So I think it still happens in sweet ways, you know what I mean? But I'm sorry I'm not more famous for you. I am sorry I'm letting you down, but you get to have me all to yourself. That's the best. Yes, sir.
Hey, thank you so much for coming out to Yaktown. Two questions. One, JP, I hope he gave you your Detroit Life shirt. I hope you don't steal it.
Okay. I'll look out for that.
This is my wife.
Yeah.
Caroline. And
Hi.
two is I went to buy some new merchandise, but you ran out of my wife's size. Now she's mad at me because I didn't get her sooner.
Damn you.
What size is back in stock? So
No, now
Of
we're getting to the
course,
good
that's
questions
so-
here.
What a man
Yeah,
question.
we'll get that going. It's not really my strong suit. You know what I mean? Merch and having things available. It's just not the way I roll. You know what I mean? I'm too busy like trying to make shows and like thinking of like shit. But we'll get more. We'll get more.
And going to Target.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so Robbie Williams, friendship. Yeah. I like to say I manifested it because I always kind of envisioned like rock DJ, like I don't know, could have been, you know. So is there any talk of collaboration?
We'll have to. Let's see. I don't know where the hell he is, but maybe we'll try him. Maybe we'll try him. See, he could be in like freaking Vietnam. That dude is like, you know, or he could be in Los Angeles. I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if he picks up. But it has been a very sweet. Let's see. It's about 50-50. Let's see if it's ringing here. If he doesn't pick up, we'll make him a video. Suck it, Robbie. Hold on, we'll make a video.
Screw Robbie, let's call Donnie.
Who doesn't?
Hi, Robbie. It's Joey Mack. I'm at say hi to Robbie Williams. I'm at a little post-show meet and greet in Detroit, and that young lady right there raising her hand asked, are we gonna, what you want? First of all, she manifested our friendship. She said, I should have sang rock DJ, but you're asking, when are we gonna do something together? So that's the question. Although he is touring in Europe this summer, so I told him I might have to sing a few songs with him. So that might be the next step. Anyways, we love you, Robbie. Say bye, Robbie! Yeah, love you, dude. Bye. Yeah, I think I just needed someone. Well, our kids take piano lessons from the same person in Los Angeles. So that was the first connection. I think there were also like boy band connections, and we had done Boys in the Band, and he loved the video when we did kind of an homage to those guys. And then when I was making this album and dealing with what I've talked about pretty openly about carving my own path, having my own autonomy, you know, being a part of this amazing success story and friendship and family, 40 years with these guys, but also wanting to have my own space. And like he has that experience too. In some ways, I mean, but he's still very much connected, I think, to his days with Take That, you know. So I just DM'd him. I said I could really talk to you, and he's just a wonderful guy, beautiful, amazing family. I mean, 4 of the cutest kids you ever want to see, with the British accent. Oh my, they'll kill you. They're so cute. And his wife is lovely. So we kind of hit it off, and we've been hanging out more and more, and we check in once in a while. So thanks for asking. It's important. It's important to answer. Yeah. Okay, well, you next till then.
Okay, thank you, sir. Serious question. I know you've been asked already. I too have a very unhealthy obsession with socks. So
Okay. Yeah.
what socks did you choose?
Oh, yeah. Someone asked me too. They're not. I mean, they're not that great.
Changed them at this point.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And 2,
Yeah.
I brought you some extras for your collection.
Thank you. Wow. Bring those. We'll check them out. Let me take a selfie. All right, couple more. Someone's. Yeah.
I'm Michelle, and I am from Pontiac. Thank you. A lot of blockheads want to know what's up with the reunion
You know, I don't even want to say anything because the good Lord, God has been so good to us, especially as it relates to New Edition. So whatever the universe has done so far has been incredible. It has been nothing but a dream. So I hope the dream continues, and I believe it will. And I think it's just probably just a matter of time. But you know, we have Vegas right in front of us. They've been in Vegas. So, you know, we have a lot of work to do right now with Vegas, and we're focused on building really the show of a lifetime, and it's really exciting. And yeah, I mean, I'm just speechless. You know, you obviously know how much we love that. Yeah. I would bet. I mean, speaking of Vegas, I put a few bucks down on a bet saying that New Edition and New Kids on the Block are gonna tour or perform somewhere. Absolutely. Why wouldn't I? I have no information, by the way. They might not let me make that bet because yeah.
Thank you.
Wait a minute, you're the cutout girl. No, I gotta ask somebody else. Right there in the green.
Are you ever gonna record a studio version of your voice now for Please Don't Go Girl?
Please. Okay.
And then add the bonus first.
I think the next, you know, even though I want to like just concentrate on this album, but I think my next album is like more of a soul album, like a soulful album, with more on the lines of I don't need another thing, like that kind of vibe. So Please Don't Go Girl might have to be, you know, part of that album. That's a good place to one more, we're gonna take some selfies in the blue behind right there.
I want that soul.
She said that she loved watching your YouTube videos when you were, she said she has not been able to watch anything like that if you're bringing that back.
For what? For the what? Namaste. You know, I only do when I'm on the road, and I haven't been doing it, so I need to catch up. Thank you. The Pluff Girls? Okay. Yeah, I need to meditate more. I haven't in a while, and I usually do it on the road because I get to do it in different places. And when I do it at home, I don't want it in the same place. But people love them. It's really coming right up. All right, I love you guys. Let's take some selfies.